In the late 2010s, ASIS, Australia's top intelligence agency, faced an unprecedented challenge with Operation Red Sky. The operation was triggered by intelligence that an extremist group with global reach had been planning a series of attacks against Australian diplomatic facilities and high-profile Australian citizens living abroad. The plot was being coordinated from a base in a conflict zone in the Middle East, and the group had already executed several strikes in other parts of the world. ASIS was tasked with preventing these attacks before they could be carried out, relying on its expertise in covert operations, intelligence gathering, and international cooperation. Operation Red Sky began when ASIS intercepted communications from the extremist group, revealing detailed plans for attacks on Australian assets in Southeast Asia, with the most imminent threat directed at Australian embassies and business interests. These communications outlined a coordinated series of bombings and assassinations, which were set to take place in several major cities across the region. With the stakes high and the clock ticking, ASIS launched a comprehensive intelligence-gathering effort to track the movements of key members of the group and disrupt their operations. ASIS agents were deployed to Southeast Asia, where the extremist group was believed to be planning the attacks. The agents faced a multifaceted challenge. The group was highly secretive, moving operatives between countries using false identities and encrypted communications. They had established safe houses in both urban centers and remote areas, and their planning was so intricate that even the local governments were unable to infiltrate their ranks. ASIS's task was to infiltrate the group, gather actionable intelligence, and identify their hideouts, all while minimizing the risk of detection. To do this, ASIS operatives relied heavily on human intelligence, HUMINT, and covert surveillance techniques. They worked undercover in local communities, establishing a network of informants who could provide real-time updates on the group's activities. Meanwhile, ASIS agents tracked the group's movements through electronic surveillance and intercepted communications. They uncovered crucial details, including the types of explosives the group planned to use, the locations of the planned attacks, and the precise timing of the strikes. The intelligence gathered by ASIS proved to be invaluable in preventing the attacks. The operatives learned that the extremist group had a series of vehicles rigged with explosives, ready to target Australian diplomatic missions and expatriates in key cities. Armed with this information, ASIS coordinated with the Australian Federal Police, AFP, and regional intelligence agencies to launch a series of preemptive strikes. These operations aimed to intercept the explosives before they could be delivered and neutralize the group's leadership. One of the critical breakthroughs in Operation Red Sky came when ASIS agents identified a high-ranking member of the extremist cell responsible for orchestrating the attacks. Through a network of undercover operatives and real-time intelligence, ASIS agents tracked this individual to a safe house in a major Southeast Asian city. A coordinated raid was launched, leading to the capture of the key figure and the seizure of several weapons caches and explosives meant for the attacks. With the key operatives apprehended and their plans exposed, ASIS successfully prevented the attacks and dismantled the group's operations. The intelligence gathered during the operation not only disrupted the immediate threat, but also provided valuable insights into the broader structure of the extremist network, leading to further arrests and a dismantling of their global support systems. The success of Operation Red Sky was a testament to ASIS's ability to adapt to the evolving threat landscape of international terrorism. The operation showcased the agency's expertise in covert intelligence gathering, its ability to collaborate effectively with international law enforcement and intelligence agencies, and its commitment to protecting Australian nationals and interests worldwide. ASIS's swift and decisive action saved countless lives and prevented what could have been a series of devastating attacks against Australian diplomatic missions and expatriates. Though much of Operation Red Sky remains classified, the results speak volumes about ASIS's role in maintaining national and international security. The operation prevented a major terrorist plot, but it also demonstrated how the agency continues to evolve and adapt in an ever-changing global security environment. Operation Red Sky is a prime example of the critical work done behind the scenes to keep Australia safe. Work that often goes unseen but has a lasting impact on the security of the nation and the global community.